Hello, welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year. I hope you have an excellent 2025. I cannot believe that we're living in the future now. So I hope the best for you for this year. And today we're going to be working on Junk Journal January. So I posted on my community tab that I will be doing Junk Journal January, which is a challenge with prompts created by Meg Journals. I'm gonna link her video down in the description box for you to watch, and you can find there the prompt list that I'm gonna also put in here. Today's prompt is cover, and we're gonna work on the cover of my journal. I didn't make a journal for this challenge like I did for Junk Journal July. This is a journal that I made in a workshop that I went to learn Coptic stitch. I don't know if I learned it. I did this, but I cannot remember how to do it, and I don't think I can do it by myself again, so I need to practice. But this is a way of binding books. I mess it up there, as you can see. But it's very beautiful, and if you know more, you can actually do more intricate designs. This is like a braid kind of thing that you make, and it's a flat journal. So when you open it, all the pages are flat basically, and this is the middle of a signature. I have like 4 signatures in here, and it's a lot of pages. So it's a big journal for a challenge. So I decided that this is going to be my challenge journal. So for whatever challenge I decide to participate in, I'm going to be working on this. This is also great to use as a notebook because the binding is so nice. But because I have very colorful pages, I don't know if I want to use it as a notebook myself. And I didn't get to decorate it or anything in that workshop because honestly this took the 2 hours that the workshop was. Everyone was struggling. This is not easy, but it's doable. You can learn it. I cannot teach it to you. So for the whole month of January, I will be doing journaling sessions using the prompts that Meg created, and I'm going to be uploading twice a week. So I'm going to do it the same way as I did it for Junk Journal July if you were here for that challenge. So I will be posting a video on Mondays and Fridays, except this week. Today it's Wednesday, but it's January 1st, so that's the first day. And I will be posting again on Friday and then on Monday. Let's see if I can make it work because it's a lot of work. In winter, my energy is a little bit low compared to summer. I can do many things in summer, not in winter. Anyways, I'm gonna try, I'm gonna do my best to post twice a week during this month. If not, it'll be just once a week. And also, I'm thinking I'm gonna combine some of the prompts. I'm not sure which one. I haven't prepared fully for this because, as I mentioned in my previous videos, I've been very busy during the month of December and with work and with traveling and with, all the holidays. So it's been kind of busy. So I haven't spent a lot of time preparing for this challenge. However, I do have a folder full of scraps from Junk Journal July, things that I didn't use. And I think I'm going to use a lot of the papers that are in here for Junk Journal January. And I also have my scrap boxes and all the other materials I have. So it'll be okay. I'm trying to take this slowly. I'm talking way too much, so let's get started. Okay, so today's prompt is cover. So we're going to be working on the cover of my journal, so that's great. But because this is going to be a general challenge journal, I'm also going to create a cover for Junk Journal January in particular. So we're going to do 2 cover pages today. I have this bird image that I got from when I went to the workshop. They gave us some little pieces of trash that we could use to decorate our junk journals. I actually have this bag here with some lace and jewelry And more images. Forgot about this. So I'm gonna definitely use this as well. So I want to use this bird in the front cover. I don't have a plan other than that. So let's see how it goes. I wish I could kind of decoupage this. I don't know if there is a technique that allows you to do that, to kind of transfer the magazine image. That bird, it's beautiful too. Which one is best? I love this background, but I'm thinking this would be better. Please tell me. I wish you were here, you could tell me. No, I think this is the one I want. Okay, so I'm gonna start just by tearing this because I don't want straight edges. Okay, there. So then we have that, and then we have this. I feel like this color would blend better with the cover, and then the bird would be the main focal point. But I don't know, somehow I love that yellow. Which one looks better? I'm trying to look through my camera. This is so hard, I cannot decide. I wish I could use both birds. See, for what I want, where I want to kind of melt the paper with the page, this one works best. But I love this contrast. Well, I think I'm gonna go against my first instinct and I'm gonna use this side. So what can we do with the edges? Should we ink the edges? Okay, I'm thinking to use this blue ink, but this is not waterproof. It's not permanent, so I think it's gonna bleed. But I kind of want that because I'm gonna use Mod Podge. I haven't told you that yet. I want to use Mod Podge to glue this and to kind of fuse it with the paper. I need to learn new techniques, but the good thing about doing a challenge like this is that I get to experiment more. I'm not a daily journaler. I enjoy making journals, but I don't really journal as much. That's why I decided to make my series of journal with me, which we didn't have one in December, and there will be not one in January either because we're doing this. So the whole month is journal with me, basically. But even when I'm journaling by myself, or when I do those journaling sessions, I don't get very creative in terms of techniques. I just collage and write about what I want to write. But I think I want to start exploring a little bit more. Let's see. My main issue is time. I don't have a lot of time. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna use you. So I'm gonna put some Mod Podge in you. And I'm using a foam brush. Okay, let's try to center this as much as we can, and then we're gonna go over. So I'm using matte Mod Podge, so that's going to make this image matte, because right now it's glossy magazine paper. I do have some bubbles there that I want to get rid. Some air bubbles. Well, I like it. I'm thinking maybe I could have even teared the paper a little bit closer to the bird. Since the background on this is not as interesting as the yellow background. I did cut the tail. Oh, look at that. Maybe you can still use that yellow. So this is a rare day where we have a tiny bit of sunlight. It's the afternoon though, so it's not gonna last long. This window doesn't get as much sunlight at this time of the day, but it was raining this morning, so there was no sunlight at all. I know, I keep complaining about that in all my videos. Okay, there is a little bit, I don't know if you can see it, but oops, I moved my desk. There are some air bubbles that they don't want to disappear. But the image now, it's mostly matte, which is nice. Okay, I think we're good with that for now. This dried very fast. So let's use this little bit of yellow here and create like a tag when we write journal, like this. Let's see how this is gonna work. I don't want any straight edges either, so it can go there. Okay, I'm gonna ink this with my brown ink. So this is a talk through video, but I think the rest of my videos for Junk Journal January, Junk Journal January, will most likely be voiceovers, unless I'm doing something that it's easier to explain as I'm doing it. Like now, I thought that the introduction of this journal and all of that, it was easier if I just talk. Okay, let's stamp with black. This is glossy paper, so this can be a little bit tricky, but if you use a permanent ink, like the Ranger's archival ink, this can work. If you don't use a permanent ink, you can have a lot of smearing, but let's test it, because I could still have some smearing here. I have my camera a little bit higher this time, so I don't know if you can see all I'm doing. So you can see that the letter, it's bleeding a little bit. Oh, it does smear. Okay, I'm still gonna do it. I'm just gonna try not to touch. So I'm gonna leave it alone there. I'm not gonna touch it. Okay, I'm blowing the paper. We're gonna let it dry a little bit, and so I'm gonna write journal there, and maybe something else here. What can we do here? I want a simple cover, but also a nice cover. I don't know if I want to write challenges here, so that we know that it's a challenges journal, but I guess it should go here on top. Maybe let's do that on top. Okay, I have some coffee dyed paper, and I have this out. If you saw my last video for my junk journal, my Christmas junk journal, I mentioned that I used a glass pen, and this is the glass pen. I've had this for a few years. I don't use it often. I have two. They're beautiful. Look at that. So let's be fancy today. Let's use one of these inks. What color should go well? I don't know, maybe a green, a dark green. Let's try this. Let's see. I don't have my water. I have my water for my Mod Podge, but not for the inks. We're gonna try not to make a mess. Oops. So before I discovered junk journals, I was really into lettering. That's why I have these things. My husband bought it for me as a Christmas present a couple of years ago, and I don't use it as often. I'm gonna try to zoom you in so you can see this magic. Okay, let's see. What are we gonna write? Challenges. So you dip the glass pen in the ink. I'm honestly not an expert in this. So I don't know if I'm doing it correctly, because I just taught myself how to do it. A little bit more of ink. I'm very nervous about it. Deep breaths. Let's go. So for this, I usually just do my cursive. Huh, that wasn't bad. Now my fingers are green. I'll move you up a little bit. It feels so good. It's so smooth. The writing is so easy when you use this. I need to use them more. Is this dry? Yes, perfectly dry. So more tearing. So we're gonna do a lot of tearing here. Also let 2025 the year where I use all my supplies. Because I have things that I never get to use. So let's try. I don't really do New Year's resolutions. I used to have goals, specific goals for every year, and then life would get in the way and I would never meet my goals, and then that would cause me stress. Now I just have the general goal of being happy. That's an active effort on my part. A lot of things that I need to do to stay happy. So I think that I prefer that. Do you make resolutions? I don't think there is a right or wrong way to approach the new year. So maybe I'll do something like this. Yeah, I think this is dry for the most part. I think it's still gonna smear a little bit when I apply the Mod Podge. Let's hope not. Look at my hands. If you don't have Mod Podge and if you want to glue in this style, you can use school glue and maybe a little bit of water. I could use water with the Mod Podge, but I honestly don't feel like it can get messy. Okay, so the inks are water soluble. But you know, it's not so terrible. I forgot that. I mean, I knew this is kind of watercolors inks. But it's not terrible. We'll get some green also in this when I put it over. So yeah, those are things that you need to keep in mind. Mod Podge is water soluble, or water, is that how you call it in art? That's the term that we use in science. Water-based, I guess that would be. That means that if you're using any other medium that it's water-based, you are going to have some smearing happening. But if you have another matte medium that it's not water-based, maybe you don't have that issue. If you use school glue, it's also water-based. So just keep that in mind. Okay. So there we have that. I think, I don't know, I kind of like it as it is right now, and maybe with time I can add more things. What if I have a lace here? Do we want some lace? I mean, we could add that there or here. Honestly, here would work fine. That side or this side. What do we think? Or no lace? Not fully convinced about this lace. What about now? And now? Oh, but this is great. I want to use this. Not now, but I'm gonna use it for some of the prompts. I don't know which one because I don't know the prompts. I haven't printed my prompt list yet. So, talking about prompt list and stuff, we're gonna create a pocket here where we can add prompt list, whatever thing we want to use. And this is the scrap world. We're gonna use scraps on my desk. What do I have here? Okay, this, perfect. We're gonna use this to create a pocket. This is from a protein bar box that I tea dyed, and I used this to make my ephemera for my Christmas journal. So let's use this for a pocket in the front cover. Do I want to use those tabs? No, I'll use those tabs for something else. So let's trim this. Where are my scissors? Just gonna use my scissors. I'm gonna leave that edge there that it's thicker, but I'm gonna trim it from the sides. And here, well, let's trim this. This needs a little bit more straight. Well, I still didn't do it straight. It's always tricky when I'm using scissors because I cannot cut straight. I've heard that from a lot of other crafters. Is it common? I have a problem with perception. I don't know if it's a problem. I call it a problem because it causes me problems. I cannot see straight lines, basically. I do have astigmatism, but I think this is something different. And I don't see things in a straight way. So for me, even if I'm using a ruler, I can never see that I'm drawing a straight line. And oftentimes I'm not drawing a straight line. It's very, very hard. I think, I'm not sure. That's kind of a symptom or sign of having dyslexia. I don't know if I have dyslexia. I'm sure I have dyscalculia, which is the same as the dyslexia, but with numbers. But I do struggle with some other things that make me think that maybe there is also some dyslexia. And I think that being able to see things straight or do straight things, it has to do with the same problem. Whatever. Okay, so I'm seeing here a piece of napkin in my scraps. So since we have the Mod Podge here, I mean, I already inked everything. I should have done this before, but you're here. This is how things are here. I'm not even covering my mat. I'm being completely wild today. I'm never really into the messy play, but I'm more relaxed now that I'm on a break, winter break. I'm not going to work. Okay, so we're decoupaging with Mod Podge. Again, you can do this with the school glue. If you mix school glue with a little bit of water, you can even mix your Mod Podge with water. But as I said, I'm not doing that because I don't want to get too messy. It takes longer to dry and the paper tends to warp a little bit. And I don't know if I want to do that. I actually like when the napkin rips like that because it gives, I don't know, a different aesthetic to the project. So this needs a little bit more. Now I'm starting to worry about my surface. I have to say that I've been watching a lot of 49 Dragonflies. I think it's her channel. She does a lot of messy stuff, mixed media. I always admire people who do that because I'm always afraid of getting dirty and then having to clean up and all of that. And just experimenting with different medium, I guess, with different media. Today, I think I'm feeling a little bit more inspired because I've been watching her videos. I'm gonna tag her. I'm gonna link actually her channel down below. If you don't know her, you should go and check her channel out. 94, no. See, I was gonna say 94 because in my mind I'm thinking of 49, but when I say it, I invert the numbers. So this is what I do all the time. I'm just talking now about my learning disabilities. You probably know by now. If you're a recurrent viewer, maybe you hear me talking about my neurodivergence, and this is part of it, you know. I don't see dyslexia and things like that, like a learning disability, how they are called. I mean, they are a learning disability, but they are a learning disability because we are forced to learn a certain way. It doesn't mean that you cannot learn, you just learn differently. But because the system has been created to be a certain way, then it's considered a disability. It could be, there are other things that can be affected. For example, I cannot tell right from left, and that affects me in my day-to-day. I cannot follow directions when people tell me, turn here, go there. I have no idea what they're talking about. I have no sense of orientation, so I often get lost. Even following a map, I cannot read a map. I cannot tell the time from an analog clock. So there are things that do make you feel like you have a disability. But it's not that you cannot learn. It's a difference. You still learn. And a lot of people with dyslexia can learn. Go and watch Emily D. Baker. She's a lawyer. She's a great YouTuber, and she has dyslexia. You can be many things. That's what I'm trying to say. That was a big parenthesis to say 49 dragonflies. Go and watch her channel. I need to hurry up because the sun is going away, and I don't know if you can notice, but I notice it. I have my little lamp here. Doesn't give me, it's a night lamp, so it doesn't give me a lot of light. Look how cute, the capybara. I'm grabbing it by the ear because if I hug him, he starts glowing. Oh, there. But I may need to turn my lamp on. Okay, look at this, how beautiful. I'm talking too much. This is gonna be a long video, and I don't want this to be a long video. Okay, let's do this fast. Okay, look at that. More things can go there for sure. I mean, you can decorate this further if you want. Why is this not gluing? But I love it, how it looks like that. Okay, I turned my lamp now on because I couldn't see. Oh, I don't know why it's not gluing. Okay, and so here I may do another pocket on this side because I want to do the Junk Journal January cover. Let's use some of these scraps and let's do a quick collage. Okay, let's do a background. This is gonna be mindless backgrounds, collage, how I like to journal. So I may speed this process up and put some relaxing music for you. Let's do that. Okay, let's put a sticker here. Now that I have all my stickers organized, it's so much easier. I want to use one of these big ones. I always like to press this PT stickers a lot so that their bubbles go away and then you kind of lose a little bit of the shine. You can also apply Mod Podge on top. I mean, if I have some matte Mod Podge, and it makes it less shiny. I mean, I have a tiny bit here in the brush, so I don't think it's gonna work. But let's seal the whole thing. Okay, so now let's stamp 2025. Cannot believe, oh, I have 25 there. Oh wait, no, I need to do, how do I do this 20 here? This is my first time putting the year somewhere. Let's see, is that the correct position? Perfect. I think I want it here. There we go. I love it. You know, let's do this. I have a blue here. Okay, I need to briefly wash this. Well, you know, I want to do the dots in the J. They kind of look naked. Oh, come on, come on, come on. That was a big dot. Okay, and I'm gonna do some marking now with this blue. Okay, we messed it up. The brush was too wet. Not the brush, the pen had a lot of water when I cleaned it. Yeah. Now we need to write January. I want to stamp it, but that's gonna be too long. So, well, this is horrible. I think this is ruining the whole thing. Why don't we just cover that? Can we? Should we? Oh, no, wait. This. This will be better. I have an idea. So we make it very, very junky. Like that. Let's stamp junk. I want to do it wonky, but I don't think it's that wonky as I wanted. There. Okay, and we'll do the K lower. Okay. So, what else we need here? A little bit more glue. And gold dots. Because how? We're not gonna add gold dots everywhere. So that's my cover for Junk Journal January 2025. I may add something else here, I don't know. And I think I want to add a pocket. Okay, let's do that very quickly. How do we add a pocket there? I have this paper bag. Should we add a paper bag? It's too big. Okay, scraps. We're gonna do it simple. Can I do things simple? That's the question. I'm not gonna cover there unless I make a top tag. Do we want that? Do we want to cover it? I may just add washi tape as we go. Let's see. Let's see how much it bothers me. Let's use the blue ink. Looks interesting. And I'm not adding anything else. I mean, I could collage more or add a sticker, but I'm gonna leave it as is for now. I want this to be a more functional pocket. To probably put my prompt list there, I'm not sure. Or some of the scraps I'm gonna be generating. Okay, so let me clean a bit. It's a messy desk here, as always. So this is what we did today. The cover for my challenges journal, a pocket, the cover for my junk journal January 2025, and another pocket. So I'll see you on Friday, where I'm gonna be working on the next couple of prompts. Let's see how many we can get to do on Friday. So if you want to join the challenge, go and check Meg Journal's video with the prompt list, and let's have fun, because this is a fun way to explore new techniques, new ideas, and just have some fun journaling, junk journaling. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time soon. Bye.